Hi, my name is Robin, teacher for Core Languages, and today I'm on campus of the beautiful College of Charleston in downtown Charleston, South Carolina. Let me ask you a question. Can you think of something that you do every week, or even something that you do every day? Some of you may say, I drink coffee every day, or I read a book every day. When we talk about habits, or things that we do over and over, we use what is called the simple present, or the present simple. The simple present isn't very difficult to construct, but it is important not to mix it with other tenses. For example, it would be incorrect to say, I drinking coffee every day, or I am drink coffee every day. In this video, I'm going to show you not only how to construct the simple present, but also when it is appropriate to use it. So the next time someone asks you, what do you do every day? You can formulate a perfect English sentence. The simple present. To form the simple present, you have to follow two rules. When the subject is I, you, we, or they, all you need to do is add the verb. When the subject is he, she, or it, you add the verb and then you need to remember to always add s, es, or ies, depending on the spelling of the verb. The conjugation of the verbs to be, to have, and to do are important to review and memorize. These three verbs are some of the most important verbs in the English language. We use them not only to form other tenses, but also to create sentences in the positive and negative. Let's review the conjugation of each. I am. You are. He, she, it is. We are. You are. They are. I have. You have. He, she, it has. We have. You have. They have. I do. You do. He, she, it does. We do. You do. And they do. Notice that despite the spelling changes in the verb to be, to have, and to do, all three have an S for the subject he, she, it. Let's look at another example. This is the verb to eat. Try to conjugate to eat on your own first. Very good. Now let's read it together. I eat. You eat. He, she, it eats. We eat. You eat. And they eat. This is the verb to bake. Again, try to conjugate to bake on your own first. Excellent. Let's read it together. I bake. You bake. He, she, it bakes. We bake. You bake. and they bake. When to use s, es, or ies for he, she, it depends on the spelling of the verb. Let's look at verbs that use the ending es. If the verb ends on s or a double s, for example, the verb to bus, we add es for he, she, it. He, she, it buses. If the verb ends on sh or the sh sound, like the verb to wash, we say he, she, it washes. If the verb ends on ch or the ch sound, like the verb to catch, we say he, she, it catches. If the verb ends on an x or the x sound, like the verb to fix, we say he, she, it fixes. If the verb ends on a z or the z sound, like the verb to buzz, we say he, she, it buzzes. If a verb is spelled with a vowel and ends on the letter y, we simply add s, like the verb to pay. He, she, it pays. Or the verb to obey. He, she, it obeys. To annoy. He, she, it annoys. To buy. He, she, it buys. When a verb is spelled with a consonant and ends on the letter y, we change the y to ie, and then we add the s, creating the verb ending ies. For example, the verb to fly. To fly is spelled with the consonant L, and it ends on the letter Y. He, she, it flies. The verb to try is spelled with the consonant R and ends on Y. He, she, it tries. To cry is spelled with the consonant R and ends on the letter Y. He, she, it cries. Let's look at when we use the simple present. We use the simple present to talk about things that we do on a regular basis, such as habits, or things we do over and over. For example, she drinks coffee every morning. Every morning means that she does this over and over. We use the simple present to talk about general truths or things that don't change. For example, the sun rises in the east. The sun always rises in the east. This fact never changes. We also use the simple present to talk about permanent situations or situations that go on for a longer period of time. For example, he lives in New York. These three examples are from the present tense. But we can also use the simple present to express things in the future. For example, with the words until or when. I will buy a ticket when I get paid. I will buy is in the future. When I get paid is the simple present. We also use the simple present to talk about future timetables or schedules. For example, The plane departs at 11 o'clock. We often use the simple present in combination with the following words: every day, every week, or every month. We often use the simple present with adverbs of frequency to talk about things that we always do, or usually, sometimes, or never do. We also use the simple present in combination with the words until, when, once, and as soon as. Let's practice. Look at this picture and try to complete the sentence beside it. What does she do every morning? She drinks coffee every morning. Look at this picture and try to complete the sentence beside it. What does he do every day? He plays the piano every day. Where do they live? They live in London or they lives in London? That is correct. They live in London. Try to complete this sentence on your own. It rain a lot in London, or it rains a lot in London. Very good. It rains a lot in London. Remember, for he, she, and it, the verb needs to end on s, es, or ies. Thank you for watching. I hope you now have a better understanding of when and how to use the simple present tense. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to comment, and if you're interested in joining one of our courses with a live instructor, feel free to reach out to us directly. I look forward to seeing you in our next video.